Om Stapakaya Chaturmasya Sarvadharmaswarupini Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Trayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamini Tapaharini Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Welcome to Yoga Instructor course conducted by Swami Vivekananda Yoga Ashram, organized by S. Vyasa. So today's our topic is Sanathana Dharma. About our Indian culture, Indian Dharma. So when we discuss about the Sanathana Dharma, the most important point which comes in our mind is Vedas. So this Veda word is derived from a Samskrita dhatu called Vid. So most of you know already, you are yoga teachers. Yoga is a word derived from the yuj. Yujate anena iti yoga. So Veda also is derived from the Sanskrit dhatu, which is called vid. Vid means to know. So from the vid, the word Veda comes. About this Vedas, how many Vedas are there? How many Vedangas are there? Very beautifully, it is mentioned in the Mundakopanishad. So in the Mundakopanishad, it says, Dvevi Dyevedi Tavye iti hasma yad brahma vido vadanti parachaiva paracha. There are two types of knowledges, vidyas. One is paravidya, other one is aparavidya. So paravidya is the divine knowledge, like a adhyatmika vidya. It is an actual process by which you know the reality or the essential dimensions for realizing the ultimate reality. What is the my ultimate purpose of the life? Is just to take care my body mind sense complex, or is there anything else? So ultimate purpose is gaining the moksha. So how can I gain the moksha? The Veda shows the method. Vedas explains us Chaturvida Purusharthas for us. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. These four are the Chaturvida Purusharthas. Purushartha means, don't take Purusha means man here. Many people are having this misunderstanding because of lack of Sanskrit knowledge. Purusha means person. Remember, Purusha means a person. When I say person, neither exclusively man nor exclusively woman. Person means any person, maybe woman, maybe men. So hence Purusha means here person. Purushartha means the goal of the human being or goal of the person. What is our goal in our life? So Vedas primarily gives the four goals. Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. I am putting in a different way. Artha means wealth. In another way, Artha means social security. So what I want? Some money, some wealth, some cattle, all the wealth, all the money and gold, ornaments and lands, buildings, everything comes under one heading called Artha, or in a simple way for social security. So now when you are seeking this Artha, what purpose we are seeking this security? Or whenever you say, I am seeking the security, what does it mean? Please listen very carefully. I am bringing the very high level Vedantic point. This topic is very interesting topic, today's discussion. Whenever I am seeking the security, that means I am insecure. Correct? If I am not insecure, why should I seek the security? So when I am seeking the security, that means I am insecure. So that means when you are seeking the security, what exactly are you seeking here? I am not seeking the security, but I am seeking the freedom from insecurity. Please listen. I am seeking the freedom from insecurity. I am seeking the freedom from the limitations. I am seeking the freedom from unhappiness. I am seeking the freedom from limitedness. This seeking the freedom from insecurity is nothing but moksha. So now when you start from the artha, social security, ultimately it reaches to only one thing. I want to be free. So that is a moksha. So artha also leading to the moksha. Now let us look into the kama, another purushartha. What is the kama? Kama means I want to satisfy, I want to be happy. So whenever you say, I want to be happy, that means I am not happy, correct? When you say, I want to eat, that means you are having the hungry, you don't have any food in your stomach. So whenever I say, I want to be happy, please analyze, that means I am unhappy. Then only I can seek the happiness. Now that means, little go more deeper into the analysis, that means I am seeking the freedom from the unhappiness. I am seeking the freedom from unhappiness. This seeking the freedom from unhappiness is called moksha. That means whether you work on Purushartha Artha, whether you are working on Purushartha Kama, finally it leading us to seek the moksha, freedom from the sufferings, freedom from the unhappiness. That is called moksha. Now look at the third Purushartha, the Dharma. Most of the time we'll give the Dharma first, but I am presenting in a Dharma in a third place. So that because Artha and Kama every day we are dealing, hence I have taken first Artha and Kama, now Dharma. Why people are doing these dharmic activities, like doing some seva karakramas or doing some charities? All these things comes, all the religious activities comes under the Dharma. Why we are doing these dharmic activities? With only one intention. What is that? I want to get punya. So why you want to get the punya? If I get the punya, I will go to Swarga. Correct? Why you want to go to Swarga? So that I will be happy. Now I am not happy here. So I want to do some dharmic activities. So I want to get some punya. So with this punya, I will go to Swarga. In the Swarga, I will be happy. So what is ultimately what you are seeking? Whether you are doing the dharmic activities, or whether you are seeking the artha, or whether you are seeking the kama, ultimately you are seeking the only one thing: freedom from the suffering, freedom from the unhappiness. That means I want to establish in something where I will be free from the dvandvas, dualities, neither suffering nor happiness. I want to establish in my own self. That state is called moksha. In a moksha, in another meaning, ultimate happiness, where there is a no coming back. That is called moksha. 24/7, I want to be happy. That is called moksha. So the vidya, the study which is helping us to gain this moksha, that is called paravidya. That's what Mundagopanishad says. There are dve vidye veditavye. There are two types of educations are there. One is called paravidya, other one is aparavidya. What is the aparavidya? Aparavidya is that which helps us for our kana kapada makan, that which helps us for eating and clothing and shelter. Anything, whatever we are doing, if you are doing the business, what purpose? To take care of your family. That means that is whatever the skills you have learned to do business, or whatever the skills you have learned to get a job, that is not giving the moksha, that is helping you to take care of your family, take care of your body medicines complex, take care of your hunger, take care of your clothes, so that you will not get the suffering from the cold and heat, and you want to have some food on time. That which helps you to earn your bread and butter, that is called aparavidya, but that which helps you to gain ultimate happiness, that is called paravidya. That means if you are learning something, this aparavidya, today you earned some money and you got some food and you ate. How long it will be? For another 3 hours and 4 hours. After 4 hours, what you say? I want to eat again. So continuously you are taking them, consuming, again after a couple of hours or a couple of days, again you are enjoying one particular situation, you are so happy. Then after 3 days or after 3 weeks, after a couple of months, what you say? I want to go back there, I want to enjoy one more time. Last time I had wonderful ice cream, this time also I want to eat that ice cream. Again repeated, you are not never happy. The more you fulfill your desires, the more you want to seek again and again. So where there is no more seeking, that is called moksha. That is the ultimate thing. Now here, so now comes the next point. What are the Vedas? How many Vedas are there? So my dear friends, remember, before the Badarayana Rishi, this Veda Vangmayam, the knowledge of the Vedas was scattered so many places. And how this knowledge came, that also analyze. It is nothing but like a scientist. A scientist will do the research in the laboratories and invents something, discovers something. And this Rishi also is a scientist, ancient scientist. What this Rishi did? This Rishi also did the experiments, but where? In the mind itself. The mind itself is the laboratory. This Newton used to think why the apple is falling down, external things. So he got the research, he found there is a gravitation. And our Rishis used to think, what happens to me after the death? Before the birth, where I was, after the death, where I am going to be, who created this creation, who is Ishvara, how the everything is taking place. After all, in one village, these days, there is a traffic jam on the roads. But then look at the solar system. Some millions and trillions of the Milky Waves and galaxies and stars and planets are there, but nowhere traffic jam. Each planet perfectly, it is there in its own orbitary. Have you seen any time there is an accident between the one planet to the other planet? No, everything is systematic. But who created? And who placed this planet in that particular orbitary so that it is going perfectly in its own orbitary? See, look at the moon. It goes around the earth, at the same time it goes around it. The earth also, it is going around its own self, at the same time goes around the sun. Who created all these things? How perfectly sun rises exactly on time. How perfectly sun sets exactly on time. Who are the architect? All these things. So these rishis used to inquire, and directly they used to tune their mind with the Ishvara. Then they have realized so many truths, and all those truths, different rishis, whatever they have discovered, whatever they tuned with the Ishvara and gained the knowledge, and all those knowledge it was scattered with so many rishis. And this rishi called Badarayana came into the picture, and he thought, let me go and compile all this Veda Vangmayam. He traveled across the world. He interacted with all the rishis. He collected all the knowledge and he started compiling the books. Like in the modern times, if you have to publish some books, 4 or 5 books, what you say? Volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, correct? Or part 1, part 2, part 3, this is where we publish. But in olden days, there is no 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Badarayana Rishi, after collecting this Veda Vangmayam, after compiling into one place, he started giving the names. Instead of the part 1, part 2, part 3, he said Rug Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. These are the names are given. Like in our family, if you are having the 4 children, what you say? Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will give the numbers. You will give the names, na? The first son is this name, second son is this name, but you don't call this is number 1, this is number 2 all the time. Giving the names. So that is our culture. So Badarayana Rishi given the names to these 4 Vedas, 4 parts. Because he compiled the Vedas into the 4 parts, so from that onwards, he used to be called Veda Vyasa. One who is compiled. Remember, Veda Vyasa is not the author of the Vedas. Veda Vyasa is the compiler of the Vedas. He collected. He is also contributed. He is also one of the Rishi. Like in the modern times, if I ask a question, generally people will ask, who wrote the Vedas? Who is the author of the Vedas? You have to ask the counter question. Whoever asks who is the author of the Vedas, what is the counter question should be, who is the author of the physics? Can anyone give the name? Who is the author of the physics? Who is the author of the chemistry? Who is the author of the botany? Who is the author of the zoology? Is anyone of you can give the name? Any name? Who is the author of the physics? Physics is, there is no author for the physics. But then what is the physics? Physics is nothing but the compilation of the contributions of different scientists. So there are so many scientists contributed to this science, all of them putting together is called physics. Similarly, there is no author for the Vedas. Then what are the Vedas? Vedas are nothing but contributions of the so many rishis. All those rishis, they have done their body mind sense complex itself is a laboratory. They used to tune with the higher consciousness and they used to receive that knowledge. Like your mobile phone, how it is able to receiving this signals and you are able to communicate. Now I am sitting in Hyderabad, you are sitting in different places. We are using this Zoom platform. I can able to see you all. You can able to see me. I can able to talk. You can able to hear. Because this, my system is connected with the signals internet and your system also is connected with the signals internet. If your system is not connected, even though if I am speaking here, you cannot able to hear me. If my system is not connected, even though I am speaking, you cannot hear me. That means you should also connected with the same internet. I should also able to connect with the same internet. Your internet, my internet will be connected somewhere else. There is only one thing. That is nothing but Ishvara's consciousness. So now I have to tune myself, this planet, this solar system, through my dharana, dhyana, samadhi, with my power of my mind, I can able to tune like your FM radio, how you tune to get the different channels. So I can able to tune myself with the Vigneshwara. I can able to tune myself with the Krishna channel. I can able to tune with the Shiva channel. Finally, I can able to tune with the only Parabrahma Swarupa, that Ishvara. That power I need to develop. How can I develop? There comes the Yoga Shastra and Brahma Vidya. So hence Bhagavad Gita, if you study, at the end of every chapter, it says Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra as well as Brahma Vidya. These are the two things are given to us. What it says exactly? Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade and so chapter name it says. So Brahma Vidya is my goal, Yoga Shastra, which helps me to tune myself to connect with the higher consciousness. Once when I connect with the higher consciousness, what is the knowledge I am going to receive? That is called Brahma Vidya. So we have to tune. So yoga is very, very important, which helps us to prepare our mind. Patanjali Yoga Sutras is nothing but the mind management. And once your mind is managed, when your mind is tuned properly, like your FM radio or your satellite, directly information comes to you, directly knowledge comes to you. That's what our rishis did. So many rishis were there. Pippalada Rishi was there, and Bhrugu is there, Varuna is there. Each Upanishad is contributed by one of the Rishi. If you study the Upanishads, and in the beginning itself it will be mentioned, so and so Rishi name comes. So many Rishis contribution. So these are the 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. And each Veda is further divided into the 4 classifications. What are those 4 classifications? Each Veda, Rig Veda also having the 4 sections, and Yajur Veda also 4 sections, Sama Veda also 4 sections, and Atharvana Veda also 4 sections. What are those 4 sections? Number 1, Mantra Samhita. So in the Mantra Samhita, all the mantras are given. That's what, if you see the Gurukula Vidyalayas, people are having some, they're running the Gurukula Patashalas. If you go to the Gurukula Patashala, people will be keeping on reciting the chanting mantras. Like Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Bhavamahe Kavin Kavina Musamasram Jisharajam Brahmanam Brahmanasdana Shrinvan Notivisi Sadanam. Like that, Om Mahaganadipati Namaha. They are keeping on chanting so many mantras. Vishnu Suktam, Sri Suktam, Rudram, Chamakam, and all these things. They comes under the Mantra Samhita. Then next comes Brahmanas. Brahmanas means how to apply those mantras. Mantras are given, but how to use that mantra? Where to apply that mantra? And which mantra for the which purpose? For example, our Dasharatha, he don't have the children. Then Guru comes and says, you perform the Putra Kameshti so that you can get the progeny. And how to do that Putra Kameshti? Mantras are given. And there is a system, there is a procedure. How should be the Homa Gunda? How many bricks should be there in the Homa Gunda? How to organize that Homa Gunda? And what are the Samidas you need to apply? Just like that, whatever is there in the home. So wastage, I want to bring it and put into that Homa Gunda. No. It is not like a holy festival. And the holy, whatever is there, you bring and put it there, and you do dance and going around like a fire camp. It is not the fire camp. Our rituals, our homas are not the fire camp. The modern time, the youth celebrate like a fire camp. They are doing the fire camp, going around with a nice DJ music and doing the dance, going around. Homa is not that. In the Homa, a specific mantra has to be used depending upon what you want. What is the purpose? If you want to gain your Meda Shakti, there is a one mantra. Meda Suktam is there. That Meda Suktam has to be recited. Accordingly, you have to do the ritual. And Purna Ahuti, just like that, whatever you want to put. No, there is a specific depending upon the Homa. So that is explained in the Brahmanas. People who are doing the like a Lakshmi Gauri Vratam, Mangala Gauri Vratam. Today is a Vasanta Panchami, Saraswati Puja. People will do. What mantras I need to use? There are so many mantras. So the specific mantra, everything is specifically, clearly given. How to use, how to apply. That is explained in the Brahmanas. The explanations of mantras and rituals. Then next to come the third one, Aranyakas. Aranyaka means so many sadhanas are given, upasanas. Some thousands and thousands of the upasanas are given in the Aranyakas. All different types of meditation techniques, different types of upasanas that comes from Aranyakas. Then next comes the fourth one, is called Upanishads. The Upanishad, the essence of the knowledge portion, who am I, the final inquiry, that is given in the Upanishads. Now these 4 sections of the Vedas can be interrelated with the 4 ashramas. What are the 4 ashramas? The four ashramas are Brahmacharya Ashrama, Gruhastha Vanaprastha Sannyasarama. Four ashramas means don't think like a Swami Vivekananda ashram, Ramana ashram, Shivananda ashram, not like that. Okay, Brahmacharya ashrama. So in the Brahmacharya ashrama, this student will be learning the mantra samhitas. They don't have the specific jobs. This brahmachari should not perform all the vratas, all the homas. You please observe in our villages, in the towns also, when you go for a marriage, the priest, one who is performing the marriage, should be already married. If that priest is not married, he cannot perform the kratu of the marriage. He can be only sitting side. There may be some other priest will come and sit there, namesake at least, but this fellow may be performing. So there are some procedures. A brahmachari can do certain things, cannot do certain things. Like one more example, brahmachari cannot perform the putra kameshti vrata because he is a bachelor. How can he do the putra kameshti? Putra kameshti for the producing the children, the progeny. So like that, a brahmachari is having the only two responsibilities. What is that? Sandhya Vandana, Samhita Dana. These are the only two things traditionally. Samhita Dana means collecting the like a wigs, like a chinna katta mukkal untayi kada. That is specifically ragi chettu, some ashwatha chettu kind of thing. And they do some fire ritual, Samhita Dana, and they do the Sandhya Vandana with the Gayatri Mantra Japa. This is the only two things for the brahmachari. But whereas Gruhastha, there is no Samhita Dana, comes Agnihotradi karmas, the different rituals. Because the wife is there, the spouse is there, so different rules, different yajnas, homas will be applicable. So hence, we should know what to do, what not to do. That is explained. And in these Aranyakas, Brahmanas goes with the Gruhastha. Now this Aranyakas and this person is done enough the life. I have done my brahmacharya ashrama, I have done my grihastha ashrama, my children are already grown up. According to our scriptures, there is a statement. Once when your children reaches the age of 16, you should treat your children as your friends. That is our Bharatiya Samskriti. But what we do, even after growing the 20 years, 30 years, hey, what you know, you don't know anything. I'm your father, you should listen whatever I say. We don't treat them as a friends. So according to our Indian culture, when the child reaches the age of 16, the parent should behave with the child as a friend. Remember, this teenager, these youngsters will be interested to share everything with the friends, not even with the parents, most of the people. Look at your own lifestyle. How many things you will share with your friends? How many things you share with your parents? So parents should behave with the children as a friends. So now this person, okay, my children are grown up. Let me hand over my responsibilities to the children. So let me concentrate on my dhyanam. Let me concentrate on my upasanas. How many years I should take care of this family like a donkey? Donkey only, nothing else, like a gadi chakri. What we are doing, even after crossing the 50 years, 60 years, we want to earn the money, What purpose? To take care of my children, to take care of my family. Not only to take care of my children, I want to take care of my grandchildren also. If there is a possibility, I want to take care of my great-grandchildren also. So this person is spending the whole life only earning, spending. This is called Gadda Chakri in Telugu. So Upanishad says, the Vedas says, Arey yaar, already your children are grown up. Why don't you hand over the responsibilities to them? Let them take care and you concentrate on your purpose of life at least now. Actually, we are supposed to take care of our purpose of life from the Brahmacharya ashram itself, but somehow it's gone. At least now you have settled, your family is settled, your children are grown up. Why don't you take care of yourself? There comes the Aranyakas, different upasanas. So you all are taking the yoga teacher's course. That means you already enter into the Vanaprastha ashram. Even though you are in a family, so you are already taking a Vanaprastha ashram. At least, see, look at how many people Even after the retirement from the government services, they want to do the part-time jobs. I don't know if anyone of is doing, I am sorry, but I am telling in general. Even after retiring from the government job, this person gets every month very good pension, but still this fellow want to do the part-time job. Why don't you give up? At least some another unemployed will take care of this part-time job, earns 4,000-5,000, so that take care of his family or his pocket money you are getting. No. Or you do some service. This I have seen in the Japan when I went to the Japan first time. Those who are retired from the government services or private sectors, those who are getting there like a pension kind of thing, they go to the bus stop. There they are guiding the people. Like some people come, they don't know which bus to board, which bus to go. They will go and help. And there are some people who will go to the post office, and some people comes to, they don't know. First time comes, they will be guiding them. I was wondered, these people are voluntarily coming and helping the people. For example, when you go to the bank, there will be some people comes who don't know how to fill the forms and other things, and these people will guiding them. Goes and sits like a 2 hours, 3 hours, or 1-2 hours, and guides some people and comes back home. Then I inquired, why you want to do like this? Government is giving the pension to us. We are getting the money. I am very active. I am not totally sick. I want to do something for the society. That is the reason. Even after Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the bomb was there. How the story, history of the Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and there was bombed by the America. But till today is Japan is one of the richest country, not developing country, developed country, because their commitment towards their nation. In India, I have seen many people talking about the patriotism, but in the Japan, no one talks about the patriotism, but they apply the patriotism. Today, look at the Japan. Even after Hiroshima, Nagasaki, this atom bomb, it's not an easy thing. The country to grow, from the totally zero, grown up. That is a Vanaprastha ashram. Here, Aranyakas. Vanaprastha ashram means literally you need not to go to the forest. In the 22nd century, you need not to go to the forest. You be there with your own family, but expand yourself. That not only your family, expand yourself, your street, your town, your village, whatever little you can do for the society at least. So that is take as a service. That is the upasana for us. So that what happens while doing this kind of activities, antakarana shuddhi takes place. Antakarana shuddhi, which is very, very important. Unless antakarana shuddhi is not taken place, even though if you study the Vedas and Upanishads and everything, you are not going to absorb anything. You will be like one more Google or one more microphone or one more CD player. That's it. In the CD player, you put the button play, it chants, and here also you put the button like this, it comes from the mouth. Because no antakarana shuddhi. So hence, we need to do something at least even after 50 years. Vanaprastha, take the Vanaprastha ashrama. Literally, you need not to go and stay in the forest. Stay in your house, but try to become the contributor to the society. Something at least within your limitations. Further, we are not saying that you should give up everything and go somewhere. Within your limitations, wherever you are. Some contribution. So that is a Vanaprastha. And so this Vanaprastha ashrama, this antakarana shuddhi, your mind is prepared, then you enter into the Sannyasarama. Sannyasarama means you need not to change the clothes. You be with your family again. But you need to gain the spiritual knowledge. You need to know what are the Upanishads are there, what are the Vedas are there. If you will know these as a brahmacharya ashrama from the grihastha ashrama itself, wonderful. If not, at least at that time you need to know that is an idea. So these are the 4 Purusharthas, which is connected with the 4 ashramas and which is connected with the Vedas, each section of the Vedas. Now, these 4 sections can be made into the different sections. Again, Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda. The first 3, Mantra Samhita, Brahmanas, can be together called Karma Kanda, and Aranya Kanda can be called Upasana Kanda, and Upanishads can be called Jnana Kanda.